Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne Lively. Welcome to A Lively Perspective. On this channel, I share with you my family life, my love of homeschooling, and my passion for everything book related. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all the books that we have bought for our daughter for Christmas this year. As you can see, we absolutely love books in this family. We've been collecting in the past year. In particular, we have our own family library now, and we're definitely considered to be collectors at this point. Well, for the past year anyway, we started to collect. And I'm just saying that because in this pile of books, there are picture books, comic books, chapter books, as well as middle grade novels. There's a little bit of everything. Oh, and there's even a Christmas cookbook. There's quite a few books in here. I've been buying them and putting them away for the last year for sure. I've definitely have quite a few series that I bought off of Book Outlet that I put away till my daughter was older, and I've pulled out a couple in this video. If you haven't checked out Book Outlet, I'll leave a link below. I'm going to start off with the cookbook since I mentioned it. This just came in the mail literally today, and this is the American Girl Holiday Baking Cookbook. In one of the videos you'll see in my upcoming Vlogmas videos, there's some new traditions we're going to start this year. One of them is we're going to do a book advent calendar this year. And I thought this might be a really fun one to put in first. She can open this on the first day, December 1st, and we can go through there and decide what she wants to bake this Christmas. Now, this series is Amelia Bedelia's, and this is the box set. And this has 8 books in it. Now, Amelia Bedelia is really funny, but these are the chapter books. We haven't read any of these, but my daughter's at the age for these, so I already had these in the door for months, but now's the time. This next book, you might have seen the cover. I inserted the cover in the last video I did where I showcased all the gifts we bought my daughter for Christmas this year, and this book came in. So this is another book that you might see in another upcoming video because I'm considering sharing our pajama box. If that interests you, definitely let me know. But yeah, this book is really quite stunning. And I love the story. I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, so this might be a new one for your collection if you're looking for new books. It's a little bit different than normal, which I also appreciated. It's definitely a secular book. Next, I'm going to show you a few more chapter books. Now, this one, my daughter loves narwhals, and I thought this was really cute. Happy Narwhalidays. Anyway, I love it when they make some of these series that the kids love in holiday, like for the seasons and the holidays. I think it's a lot of fun. This is one that I'll definitely put in the book advent bag as well. Okay, because I've mentioned it a couple times, the advent or book advent this year, I'm going to show you 2 more books that she's going to get for Christmas, but they'll definitely be in the book advent for her to open before Christmas because we want to read them before that. And then the remainder of the gifts will all be under the Christmas tree. So this one is Oliver Twist, an enchanting retelling of a modern classic. So this is, I mean, this could be for a really young kid, but definitely okay for an 8-year-old and for myself even. I picked this up fairly cheaply, but the reason that I grabbed it when I saw it is because we are doing a little Charles Dickens study this year, and I thought it would be fun to read some of the classics of Charles Dickens and get to know who Charles Dickens is. So if that interests you, if you're interested in those kind of videos or studies, definitely make sure you subscribe. And the next book is The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, and this is a graphic novel. Now, my daughter absolutely loves the Nutcracker, and she's been obsessed with the Nutcracker for the past few years, and it only seems to be growing. So she has a collection of the Nutcracker books that I'd like to add to every year, which I've been doing. And I thought this was a really fun one to add. Now, like I said, she'll open this earlier in December because we are also going to do some fun things around the Nutcracker theme. And we'll do some crafts and watch some shows. And again, if that interests you, make sure you're subscribed because that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks for Vlogmas as well. Another comic that I ordered for Vivian, it's called Violet Around the World. Now, this is the second book in this series, and hopefully there'll be a third coming out. We already have the first one. And I think the illustrations are beautiful and the story is beautiful. I'll just give you a quick glimpse inside. Yeah, I really love Violet as a character, and the illustrations, like I said, they're just beautiful. And again, this one is Violet Around the World. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Again, this is Violet Around the World. And another picture book is this Sofia Valdez Future Prez. And this is part of the questionnaire series. We already have 3 of them. I know there's a brand new one that just came out this month, in the last couple months anyway. But this is one that we didn't have, and I really wanted to get this for Vivian because there's an activist study we're going to do in 2022, and this is part of it. Okay, now this is Biggie, an Elephant and Piggy. This is a 4-in-1 book. This is the latest one they released. This is volume 4. Now, we actually already have one of these, but Vivian has been begging me for this every time she sees it in the store. She absolutely loves them, and she reads them over and over and over. I think, you know, they hold a special place in her heart because not only are they funny, but they're some of the first books that she could read on her own. So I thought, you know, for the price point and she really wants them, then definitely the more practice for reading, the better. Now, this year, my daughter has asked for very few items, and 2 of them were books, which I thought was really encouraging because usually she says, don't buy me all books. There are 2 series. I mentioned one in the video for a book I'm putting in her stocking. It's the Wings of Fire series. She really loves that. The other one is, and that's a middle grade series. And the other books she asked me for are chapter books. And they are my weird school books. And she absolutely loves these, as I'm sure many kids her age do. They're quite funny. She talks about them a lot. Yeah. She talks about AJ a lot. She's listened to quite a few actually on audiobook as well. They're available on audio, which is really neat. So this is my weird school, 4 books in 1. And then we have Miss Porter's is Out of School. Ms. Joni is a Phony. Miss Tracy is Spacey. And Miss Clute is a Hoot. And then we have one of the weird school fast facts. And this is Pizza, Peanut Butter, and Pickles. Now, this is kind of all across the board. We have My Weirdest School. Oh, My Weirder School. These are different lines within the overall series of My Weird School. And the reason I ended up with such a variety is because I did buy these from somebody else on Facebook Marketplace. So these are used. And I thought it was really funny. I couldn't wait to ask you guys, is this something you do? Are you comfortable giving used or thrifted books or anything thrifted for Christmas presents? Now, we have always, since Vivian was very tiny, gifted thrifted books. I'm totally okay with that. I love books. It doesn't matter to me where they come from if we love them. And I like to see them find a home, and we try to sell the ones we no longer use. I think it's a great system, the whole thrifting business. But I'd love to know your opinion. Thrifted presents for Christmas or not? Okay, I said there was quite a few books. Now this one I'm really excited for. This is Harry Potter, A Magical Year. And this is a daily read. So there is a little blurb from one of the movies, one of the books for every day. And there's quotes and just little pieces from one of the books. For example, I'll just read you January 1st. Promise me you'll look after yourself. Stay out of trouble. I always do, Mrs. Weasley, said Harry. I like a quiet life. You know me. And that's from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Chapter 17, A Sluggish Memory. So like I said, and it's illustrated by Jim Kay, who did all the other beautiful illustrated books. Wow, look at that. I thought this would be really fun. Keep a little Harry Potter magic in our life. Speaking of magic and fantasy, Vivian will also receive the 6-book set of The Pegasus, and this is by Kate O'Hearn. Yeah, I've had this for a while. She's definitely old enough for this. This is something that we'll read together. And we're doing a Christmas in New York kind of fun study this Christmas, and doing a bunch of activities and celebrating Christmas in New York, you know, from where we are. Anyway, the reason that I mention that is because the very first book in this series, the young girl meets the Pegasus on the roof, and they're in New York City. And then, of course, they go to try to save Olympus But yeah, I think this series is really beautiful, and I've been chomping at the bit to read it with her. So this is the perfect time. Give this to her for Christmas. And after we do all of the reading and watching all these fun shows about Christmas in New York, it'll be fun to continue on in January with a book that takes place in New York. The final books I'm going to share with you are really what I call beautiful collector items, and I want your opinion on something. So I have 4 here. They're still in their plastic. I will probably open them. I'm going to do a video for Vlogmas on beautiful books. So I'll probably open these then. But I didn't want to do that now because this video would be way too long. But I want your opinion. So is this too many to give my daughter for Christmas? It feels like a lot. Her dad, my spouse, said, no, that's fine. But this is a series put out by Mina Lima. And if anybody's collecting the Mina Lima Harry Potter books, you're familiar with these as well. But she also has a fairy tale line, and it's absolutely gorgeous. She does. I'm going to show you. So just, these are the 4 that I have currently. The Beauty and the Beast. And I think there's like 7. So these are the 4 we have. But don't quote me on that. I'd have to look. I can't remember if it's exactly 7. But The Little Mermaid, The Secret Garden, and The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Now the challenge also is, if I do only give her 2 and not 4 of them, which ones? I think what I'll do actually is I will open, if I can find something to open it, I will open one of them to give you an idea of the kind of work. So Mina Lima was one of the people in the art department that really did a lot of the props in Harry Potter. You know, anything they kind of held in their hands, like the Quibbler and newspapers, that sort of thing. There's a note on the back, collect the whole series, and I count them in this picture, there's 7. So we have 4, so we need to get 3 more. I'll just show you the inside of some of these. Oh yeah, they always have a lot of gorgeous, oh yeah, like things, okay, this is awkward. I think when I do beautiful books, I might have to figure out another way to do this, but yeah. For a lot of interactive pieces, yeah, like look at that. And if you could see the top of my bookshelf, I have one from the very first Harry Potter book, and I have Diagon Alley stretched out over the top of my bookcase. Oh yeah, look. There's just so many interactive pieces. It's, yeah, they're a work of art, so definitely a collector's item, and they're gorgeous. So I hope you could see that. I have to check my camera. Oh my gosh, like look. Yeah. Woo. Hello. Oh. Okay. Yeah, love your opinion on that. Is 4 too many? Or is Christmas at the perfect time to go all out? What do you think? I'd love to hear what books you're giving your kids for Christmas, or anybody special in your life, and what you guys do for Christmas, used, new, and how many books, how do you celebrate books over Christmas? Yeah, open to all comments in this respect. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with another video.